Hey, what's up? In this video today, I want to talk to you about how to increase your value. I'm going to say some things in this video some people may not agree with me on, but I believe it to be true. The more you're able to increase your value by obtaining knowledge, and then not just obtaining that knowledge, but being able to demonstrate the knowledge that you have to different people, whether it's employers or customers, and demonstrate in a way that they see that value back, then and only then are you going to increase your income. And how do we do that? How do we build value? How do we increase our value? How do we increase our value where we make more money? And so we have to learn new things. I like to read books and I like to study people who have money. There's how can I put it? There's breadcrumbs or there's a trail to success. And you do that by looking at other people who are successful and you mirror them. And the trend with those who are successful is that they read books, they learn new skills, they network with people, they go to public events, they meet new people, they build relationships with those new people. And, as the relationship grows, new opportunities come through those relationships. So those are some key points to pick up on. You need to find skill sets that are desirable. For example, say you live wherever you live at, Google search, what is the need in your area? Find out what the need is in your area and start learning different skill sets that would meet that need. I was reading a book not too long ago. What was it? Or it was an article online, and there was an article online saying that only 10% of the population in America read books on business and money. And that is such a strange thing to me because it's just bizarre, How true that is, I'm not sure, but it makes sense. Because, most people are living paycheck to paycheck. Most people are broke. And, so, start doing things that everyone else isn't doing. You know what I mean? Most people, and I'm not trying to be rude or mean or unkind, but most people don't read books. Or if people do read books, they read books that are based on fiction. And you may agree with me or you may not, but I believe reading books that are fiction is a waste of time. It doesn't make sense to read something that's fantasy because how is that going to apply to the real world? I'm on my journey. I haven't arrived, but it's little things that I'm picking up and that I want to try sharing with you that I believe has changed my life and helped me out greatly. And in no way, shape, or form have I arrived, but it all starts with the mindset. Your mindset must change. And how do you change your mindset? You change your mindset by reading books on where you're trying to go. If you want to know how to make money, read books on money. If you want to know how to sell, read books on selling. And you should read all these books. You should read books on accounting. You should read books on business, marketing, sales, networking, why people buy, things like that. You need to, and when I say read books, I'm not talking about pick up one book on the subject and then leave it alone for 2 or 3 months. I'm saying you need to read multiple books upon each subject to the point where it's stained in your brain and it's it just becomes a part of you. I know this may sound weird, but I feel like each book that I read and study, it becomes a part of me, and that knowledge that I get from that book is going to help me get to where I need to be. So you increase your value by increasing your skill set. You increase your skill set by learning new things, by reading books, and not only just reading books, but demonstrating those new things, reading books, tutorials, putting it into practice, physically doing it, or, if you're learning how to code, read the books, watch the tutorials, apply it to your computer, type it out, you know what I'm saying? And that's how you do it. We as human beings, we learn the best through repetitive exposure to information. It's what's that term? You need to constantly expose yourself to the information till you're sick and tired of it, and then you keep exposing yourself more to the information. Then and only then it'll be stained in your mind. Then and only then will it'll start making sense. It'll start clicking. So I just want to make this video to encourage you. If you're not happy with the wage you're making, you can sit around and complain about the wage you're making and say, man, my employer should give me this amount of money more. Or you can say, you know what, I'm not happy with the wage I'm making. I'm going to increase my value and my skill set to the point where I know that my value has skyrocketed, and everyone around me is able to see that my value is skyrocketed. And then, you know, if my employer doesn't want to give me the money that I'm asking for, I have enough value that I have options and I can go to a different job. So just a little bit of words of encouragement. I hope this helps you out. If I offered you any value, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and share this video.